So welcome to a glute and hip focused flow. We are, like I said, if you need to have yoga blocks, please have some yoga blocks or stacks of books if you need that in place. So let's start in a standing position. My name is Lynn, glute and hip focused flow. Finding our mountain pose in that standing position, feet underneath those hips. Let's lift up those toes, pressing down into all four corners of our feet. And then gently set the toes down. From there, lift the kneecaps up. Pull the shoulders back and down, palms forward. Now we're just gonna breathe here. Take a nice deep breath in. Inhaling, ribs expanding in all directions. And exhaling out the back of the throat and out that nose. Inhaling in and exhale out. Let those shoulders relax. Try to let go of any tension. Nice deep breath in here and exhale. Welcome to close the eyes if it's comfortable for us. Just notice how we're feeling as we breathe. How do we feel physically? How do we feel mentally? How do we feel emotionally? Just acknowledge how we're feeling, honoring that as we move through our yoga practice today. Letting go of all judgment, competition, and expectations on our yoga mat today. Allowing ourselves to focus on our breath and bring attention to how things feel for us. Making sure we take the options that we need and moving at our own pace. Go ahead, inhale, arms sweep up overhead. And exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, lifting. Exhaling through heart center. Inhale, lengthen that spine. Exhale through heart center. Inhale, lift. And exhale through heart center. Bring those hands down beside us. Let's take them behind our back. So we can either rest them on the hips or clasp our hands together. Pull the shoulders back. So focus on the shoulders pulling back, lengthening through the chest. Think about lifting the chest towards the ceiling and breathe here. Really think about opening across the collarbones and feel that heart opening up. Notice how tight we are. If we are tight in our chest, just pay attention. Give me one more inhale as we exhale, slowly release those arms down. Let's do a little twist and wrap. A little twist and wrap. Wrap those arms around our body. Maybe shake out those arms. Coming back to center, finding our mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, finding chair. Sit back into chair. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, finding chair. So we can move our arms as we find chair, or we can choose to just keep them in one place, heart center or overhead, or we can choose to bring them forward. Inhale, lengthen our body. Exhale, dropping into our heels. So let's warm up those legs and glutes here so we can get ready to practice a special glute strength and maybe some hip opening today. Inhaling and exhaling. Again, if your breath pace is different than my breath pace, that's okay. It's okay to move with our own breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lift. Finding that chair. Getting some fire in those legs here. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift up. Lengthen both arms up. Stack the hands or clasp the hands and press towards the ceiling. Clasp or stack. Lift and lengthen. And then exhale, lean to the side. Inhale, lifting up. And then exhale, lean to the other side. Inhale, lift. Lean back to the other side. Pop those hips out. Get a little stretch from the armpit to the hip. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, lean. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, releasing down. Let's go into the floor. So inhale, lifting up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to ground or yoga blocks. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhaling, forward fold. Stepping both feet back to down dog. Finding our down dog. Let's warm up those legs here. Inhale, lift both heels up. Then drop one heel down, bend one knee. Inhale, lifting both heels up. Exhale, switch. Drop the opposite heel. Inhale, both heels. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop one heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop both heels. And hold. Pressing through the shoulders, finding that down dog, inverted V. Soften our knees. Slowly dropping to the mat. Hands come under our shoulders, knees are under our hips. If we need fists for wrists, can always use fists for wrists in this position. Taking a breath here. To cat. Facing to that cow or sofa. Exhale, tug and arch. Inhale, release. So moving with our breath between cat and cow. Noticing how that spine is feeling today. Inhale, arching. Exhale, release. We need a couple more here. One more. Returning to that neutral spine. Find a nice neutral spine going into spinal balance. Extending our right foot back behind us like we're pressing the heel against the wall. Left arm forward, thumb up. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, pulling to the center. Inhale, reach long. Fire up that core. Exhale, coming to the center. If we're feeling wobbly at all, always welcome just to do a foot. Always welcome to have the foot on the ground instead of extended. So choosing what works best for our spinal balance flow here. Let's go ahead and finish the one that we're on. Releasing down. Switching sides, extend the opposite foot back and opposite arm forward. Lengthen. And then as we exhale, pull to the center. Inhale, reaching long. Exhaling to center. So moving here with our flow. Noticing if it feels different on this side. Take any options that we need. Returning to all fours here. Bring your feet together, knees apart, sitting back over those heels. Finding our child's pose. We may use child's pose anytime during our yoga practice. You can also use it in place of down dog. So feel free to come to this point anytime during our yoga class. Inhale, lifting up, shifting forward, and then back over those heels. So kneeling plank, do some version of child's pose. May not be a full child's pose. Just sitting back over those heels. Firing up those shoulders, getting ready for our sun salutations. We'll do kneeling sun salutations first. All right, shifting forward. This time we're gonna hold here. Push that chest forward. I like to use my toes. Come down into that crocodile and back up. So we call that crocodile or chaturanga. Either option, okay? So inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Let's do one more of these. And then we'll drop to the floor. This time, inhale, shifting forward. Bend the elbows. Drop the hips to the mat. Baby cobra. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lengthen through the head and the chest. Lowering down. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Pressing back to child's pose. So let's put all of those together for our kneeling half series on the floor for sun salutation. Inhale, lift up, shift forward to plank. Bend the elbows, crocodile. Drop the hips down, inhale, lift, baby cobra. And exhale, back to child. One more time, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend the elbows. Drop down, inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, back to child's pose. So that's the kneeling version. We will do an upright version, or you can take that one. Turn toes over, exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, lift the heels up, drop the heels towards the mat. Push through the shoulders, softening your knees if our hamstrings are tight. Finding that inverted V, and breathe. Inhaling, lift our right foot in the air. Then exhale, lunge between our hands. We can assist forward. We're going to drop the back knee down. We're going to get those hips and legs ready to move. So if at this point you need those yoga blocks, welcome to put them underneath our hands. Front knee is in line with the ankle. Sinking forward with that back hip. Now we're going to walk back. You can either use your fingertips or take the yoga blocks or books with you. Pull the toes towards the nose, look down. Half split pose. Just breathe and hold here. Notice how the hamstring is feeling. Okay? We want to get the hamstrings and the hips nice and loose for us here before we start the work. Slowly shifting back, forward, walk forward, finding that kneeling lunge. Now we're going to hang out here for a little bit. We're going to walk up that leg. You can either choose to have the hands on the leg, up to the heart center, or overhead. Really focus on that hip flexor stretch, sinking into the hips. Really loosen through the front side of the hips so that we can really focus on a hip opening later. This is just getting it ready. Bringing those hands down, we can take our left hand on our leg, right hand reaches back. And if this bothers the shoulders, always hands below back. Looking over the shoulder, down that hand. Breathing. Slowly release, turning back to center. Bring the hands down towards the ground. We're going to pull back and find downward facing dog or child's pose. Picking up our left leg in the air, 3-leg down dog. And then lunging between our hands, we can assist forward. Drop the back knee down. Again, if we need those yoga blocks, they can be here. Front knee in line with that ankle. Sinking into that hip. Really focus on that hip flexor opening. Breathing. Let's get ready to stretch that hamstring. Slowly walking back. We can use the yoga blocks. Pull the toes towards our nose. Fingertips can come down towards the ground. Half split pose. Feel the stretch from the heel of the back of that leg. And slowly shifting back forward, finding that kneeling lunge. We're going to walk up that leg. Inhale, lift the chest. Hands can be on the leg, heart center, or overhead. Really focusing on opening this hip flexor. Notice which side was tighter today. Is it this one or was it the other leg? Just pay attention. Choosing where we want to be. And let's get ready to add that twist. Hands come down, right hand on the outside of the leg, left hand reaches back behind us. Breathing and reaching. Slowly release, coming back forward. Coming back down into our kneeling lunge. Let's turn that back foot over, lift our knee off the ground. Stepping feet together, forward fold. If you need those yoga blocks, please use them, or hands towards the ground. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Soften our knees, inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, give me a little baby back bend. Squeeze those glutes, reach overhead. Inhale, center. Exhale to chair. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Going through that sun salutation here. Stepping right foot back to lunge or both feet back to down dog. Finding down dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. We can stay on our toes or drop to our knees. Chaturanga, bend the elbows. And then choose baby cobra, hips down, or up dog on the tops of those feet. Flipping feet over, exhaling back to down dog. Good, walk that dog, alternate those heels. Picking up our right leg, lunging forward, assisting if needed. Lunge, twist, right arm in the air. Release down, both feet forward, forward fold. Inhale, rising up. Exhale to chair. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot step back to lunge. Both feet back to down dog. Shifting forward to plank, toes or knees. Chaturanga. Up dog or baby cobra. Exhaling back to down dog. Walk that dog, alternate those heels. Holding down dog. Inhale, left leg in the air. Lunging between our hands, we can assist forward. Lunge, twist, left arm in the air. Release down. Feet together, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to chair, holding chair here. Hold this chair position. Maybe unweight your right foot and then set it down. Unweight the left foot and set it down. And you can keep alternating or you can do both feet. Finding balancing chair. You can sink in the hips. We can have those arms forward, heart center, balancing chair. Drop those heels down, hold chair. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back to chair. We're gonna twist. So I'm gonna start by taking my right hand behind my back. And I'm just gonna gently twist. I'm gonna roll the shoulder back, sink into the hips. Check that the knees are together. And then we can take the hand on the outside, we can reach down, we can open wide, we can do prayer, hands in prayer position. Finding that chair twist. Look down at the ground or up at the hand. Inhaling. As we exhale, untwist to center. Inhale, lift. Exhaling back to chair. This time, left hand, take it to that low back. Twist a little bit more, looking over the shoulder. Check the knees. And we can take that right hand down. We can open the chest. We can take the left hand in the air. Hands can come to prayer. Any version of chair twist. Think about sinking back into those hips. Fire up those gluteals. Breathe. Untwisting. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, lifting halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot step back to lunge. Both feet back to down dog. Sun salutation, shift forward to plank. Chaturanga. Up dog or baby cobra. Exhale back to down dog. Walk the dog, alternate those heels. Inhale, hold. Lift that right leg in the air. Exhale, pull the knee to the chest, lunging forward. If you need yoga blocks, they can be here. Lunge, twist. I'm keeping the knee up this time. Open the chest. Breathe, sink into the hips. Bring the hand down. Keep the ball of the foot there. Lift up, walk up that leg. Find our crescent lunge. Sink into the hip. I'm bringing my hands to heart center. They can stay here or they can go up. We're going to straighten the front leg. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Lifting. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. Give me 3 more. 3, 2. Hold this one down. Take the hands behind our back. Clasp or rest on the hips. Baby back bend. Release those arms. Reaching forward. Hold here. We need support on the leg. Support on the leg. Hands come to ground or yoga block. Step the back foot in part way. Pyramid pose. Straighten the front leg. Look towards the knee. Hands towards yoga blocks or ground. Breathing. And a little stretch in that hamstring before we work it. Be ready to work some glutes. So if you're using yoga blocks or books, walk them forward. Lift the back leg up into standing split. You can grab that leg. You can pull your chest toward your thigh. All right, picking up that leg, we're going to do Shiva squat. You cross that knee back behind, bending the leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross. Inhale, lift. We are doing 5. That means you got 2 more. 1 more. And feet together, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot step back to lunge. Both feet back to down dog. Shifting forward to plank toes or knees. Crocodile. Baby, cobra or up dog. Exhaling back to down dog. Walking it out. Getting ready to switch legs. Holding down dog. Inhale, left leg in the air. 3-leg down dog. Pull the knee in, lunging forward with the left leg. I'm going to stay here. Always welcome to use yoga blocks or books, or drop the knee down. Lunge twist, left arm in the air. Breathing, stack those shoulders. Sink in the hips. Release the arm down. Keep the ball of the foot there. Rising up into crescent lunge. Walk up that leg. Sink down into the hip. Hands to heart center or overhead. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull. Lift and pull. Lift and pull. Lift. Last one. Hold here. Hands behind our back. Open the chest, little baby back bend. Sink into those hips. Activate the glutes. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lean forward. Hand can be on the thigh. Look towards the foot. Pushing in the ball of the back foot. Nice long back leg. Release the hands towards the ground. Step the back foot in. Pyramid pose. Straighten the front leg as much as we can. Tip from the hip. Breathing here. Really lengthen through the back of that front leg. Slowly walking forward, shift your weight to the front leg. Lift the back leg up, standing split. We can grab the back of the leg and pull our chest towards the thigh. Shiva squat, ready? Inhale, lift, exhale, cross back. Inhale, lift, bend the knee and cross. Remember, we're doing 5. We have 2 more. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, feet together, forward fold. Soften our knees. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to chair, holding here. If we'd like, go to balancing chair. Think about dropping down. Maybe our fingertips reach towards the ground. Breathing. Drop the heels down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Holding this forward fold. If you need to take your feet a little wider, walk them out. We're going to go into gorilla or hand to big toe hold. So hands to ground, or we can reach peace fingers around the big toe for hand to big toe. Straightening those arms, or palms under feet for gorilla. Soften those knees a little bit, lift the tailbone, shift the weight towards the balls of the feet. Lengthen the backs of those legs. Breathing. Slowly release, hands to ground. Stepping our right foot back to lunge. Both feet back to down dog. That half series, coming forward to plank, toes or knees. Chaturanga, up dog or baby cobra. Exhaling back to down dog. Inhale, pick up our right leg. Lunge outside our right hand. Dropping our back knee down, going into lizard. Turn your toe out 30 degrees. Let the knee fall open. We can stay up on the hands. If you need yoga blocks, they can be up. You can come down, forearm to the yoga block, forearm to the ground. Opening that hip. Hip opener here, lizard pose. Find what we need today. Everybody's a little different in where we can go. So just think about where our body can go today. And if this doesn't feel right, we have permission to adjust. And if that doesn't feel right, you always have permission to take child's pose. Inhaling, lift the chest up. Turn that back foot over, lift the knee up. Exhaling back to down dog. Going through that half series, come forward to plank. Crocodile, baby cobra or up dog. Exhaling back to down dog. Walk that dog, alternate those heels. Holding down dog. Inhale, left leg in the air. Exhale, lunge outside our left hand. Drop the back knee down, lizard on the other side. Toes turn about 30 degrees. Sink into that hip. Again, we can use those books or yoga blocks. You can come down on a forearm. Maybe one forearm on the ground, one forearm on a block. Breathing. Letting those hips release. Notice how this side feels compared to the other side. If we need to make adjustments, please feel free to make adjustments. Breathe. We will come into this one again with some more options. Bring those hands underneath us, lift the chest up. Turn that back foot over, lift the knee. Stepping back to down dog. Walk that dog, alternate those heels. Inhaling, as we exhale, walk forward to forward fold. Soften knees, inhale, rise up. Exhale to chair. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to heart center. Finding our standing mountain. We're gonna get ready for standing pigeon. So if you know that this is a challenge, you're welcome to be close to a wall or a chair. We're gonna start with our right foot. So we're gonna pick our right foot up, cross it over that left leg above the knee. Inhale, as we exhale, sit back into chair. Finding our standing pigeon. We're welcome to stay here. We can reach fingertips towards the ground or yoga blocks. If anybody wants to take a standing pigeon into flight, welcome to go into the forearms if the hands are on the ground and lift up. Breathing. Notice how that hip is feeling. See if we can sink down into that chair more if we're not in flight. When we're ready, as we inhale, start to lift out of standing pigeon and release. When we're ready, kind of walk it out. We're gonna go to the other side. So finding our mountain pose. I'm gonna start with my hands at heart center. Left leg, pick it up, cross it over. Making that number 4. Pull the toes towards the knee and sink back into that hip finding chair. Just standing pigeon. Breathing, holding, sink if you want, hands towards the ground if we want, taking flight with our standing pigeon if we want. See if we can sink those hips lower. Breathe. Inhale, slowly start to come out of it when we're ready. And release. Gonna walk those legs, shake those hips. Get ready to go to the floor. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot step back to lunge. Both feet back to down dog. Half series, come forward to plank. Chaturanga. Up dog or baby cobra. Exhaling back to down dog. Picking up our right leg, lunging forward between our hands. Lunge twist, right arm in the air. If we'd like, we may come all the way up using prayer hands. If you want to keep the hand on the ground or stack of books, keep it there. Finding our version of twist here. Untwist. And let's walk up that leg. Crescent lunge. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lift. Drop it down. 3, 2, hold it here. Reach forward. Hands can be on the thigh if we need support. Look towards the foot. Hands towards the ground or yoga block. Step that back foot in, find pyramid. Shifting our weight forward, standing split. Shiva squat, cross back. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, feet together, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot step back to lunge. Both feet back to down dog. Half series, plank, chaturanga, up dog or baby cobra. Exhaling back to down dog. Walk that dog, alternate those heels. Holding down dog. Inhale, left leg in the air. Pull the knee in, lunge between those hands, assisting if needed. Going to lunge twist on this side. Bring that arm up in the air. Or we can choose to come into prayer. I'm going to flip around. If you want those hands in prayer, finding this version of twist, we can. Taking our options, hand can be on the ground. Finding any version of lunge twist here. Releasing down. Inhale, lifting up, finding crescent lunge. Hands overhead, sink down. Inhale, lift, exhale, sink. Activate those legs here. 4, 3, 2, hold here. Reach those arms forward or support on the leg. Look towards the top of the foot. Breathe. Hands reach towards the ground. Step that back foot in, finding pyramid. Look towards that knee. Shifting our weight forward, lift that leg up. Standing split. Shiva squat, cross back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross. 3, 2, last one. And feet together, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot step back to lunge. Both feet back to down dog. Shift forward to plank half series. Chaturanga. Up dog or baby cobra. Exhale back to down dog. Walk it out. Picking up our right leg. Left leg. Lunge forward outside that hand. Finding that lizard again. This time, turn that toe. You may find you can go lower. Maybe you can come to the forearms. Maybe you can sink down more. Just listen to our bodies. Oftentimes, the second time we hit the pose, feels a little different. Just pay attention. Anybody would like a challenge? Your arm is down and you can get it underneath. If your shoulder's below your thigh, we can do half firefly, engaging the core a whole lot. I'm lifting that leg. Remember, that's an advanced option. Welcome to try it. If you can't hold it, perfectly fine to not stay there. Lifting that chest up. Turn that back foot over. Stepping back to down dog. Walk it out. We'll go to the other side. Picking up our other leg. Lunging outside that hand. Drop the back knee down. Turn the toe to that 30-degree angle. Sink into that hip. Breathing. Come down to forearms if we like. I'm going to flip around. Finding the version of lizard that we like. Again, if our shoulder is down below that arm, you bring that hand underneath, resting the thigh on the back of the arm. We can go to half firefly. We want to kind of scooch that leg, engage the core to lift and breathe. Again, that's advanced option if we want it. When we're ready, inhale, lifting up, stepping back to down dog. Let's take a little child's pose here. Super job. Couple breaths. Inhale, lifting up. Let's have a seat. We go into some hips. So I'm going to sit cross-legged. Let's have our left foot in front. And you're welcome to bring that foot up to the thigh. Make sure we're pulling the toes towards the knees. We're going to focus on the hips here. Hands by those legs. Lift the chest. Open that heart center. And breathe. All right, so we're going to go to the top leg. So left side, one hand on each leg, walking forward as far as we can, looking towards the knee. Feeling that outer thigh and gluteal stretch. Inhale, walk back in. Go over the bottom leg, right side, and walk forward. Outer thigh gluteal stretch, reach as far as we can. Pay attention to where we're feeling this when we have this leg on top. We'll compare it to the other side. Inhale, lift up, going straight forward. Walk those fingertips forward, reaching as far as we can, and breathe. Inhale, lifting up. Switching legs. So left leg underneath, right leg on top. It can be on the floor, or you can choose to lift it to the leg. Make sure we're pulling the toes towards the knees. Hands by the hips to start. Lift the chest, open the heart center. Then we're going to go to the top leg first. So coming back center, hands straddle the top leg, walking forward. Leaning as far as we can, opening the hips. Check that your foot is locked in that Padabandha. Pulling the toes towards the knee. Inhale, lifting up. Switching sides. On that left leg, straddle it and walk forward with those hands. Coming as far forward as we can. And notice, does this side feel different than the other side did? Inhale, lifting up, walk in the center. Come forward as far as we can. Looking down towards the ground and breathe. Inhale, lifting back up. Uncross those legs, coming into butterfly, feet together, knees open wide. Sitting up super tall, tipping forward from the hips, elbows can push down on those thighs, and breathe. Keep that back straight first. And then on our next exhale, think about rounding the spine, nose towards the toes, visualize that, and breathe. Inhale, lifting up. Let's take our feet super wide. Sit the tailbone back a little bit. Extend those legs. We're gonna go forward. So slowly walking forward. And we can go and land wherever we want. We can have that chest up. We can be on the forearms. We can reach long. So finding what works best for us today. And breathe and hold. On our next inhale, slowly lifting. Go ahead, bring those feet together. Let's find a boat pose. Do a little core here. So sitting up super tall, knees are bent. Lengthen, shoulders back and down. Lean back a little bit. Start by holding the legs. You can let go. We can start to lift the legs, unweight the legs a little bit. You can stay here. We can hold those legs. Shoulders back and down. We can choose to lift the legs part way or all the way. Finding boat pose. Breathe. Slowly drop those feet down, sitting up. Lay all the way down on our back. Start by hugging our knees into our chest, rocking back and forth or side to side. All right, so we got a little bit more glutes to do. We have bridges. So let's go ahead, feet about hip width apart, walk them in, palms beside us or out wide at our shoulders, okay? So that we're focused on the glutes. Palms need to be up, either by the hips or out wide at the shoulders. We're gonna work on some bridging. Are you ready? Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Really squeeze those glutes. Check out where your arms are. All right, so we're gonna change it. Inhale, lift, halfway down. Inhale, lift, halfway down. So same move, I changed the range of motion. It's a little smaller. 4, 3, 2. In the middle, we're gonna pulse it. Just little tiny movements, inch or two, right here in the middle. Firing up those glutes. You should feel those glutes and hamstrings working. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold at the top. Inhale as we exhale, lower down. We're gonna take and cross our right leg over our left. So we're gonna do single leg bridging. We're gonna add a little hip dip, is what I like to call it. All right, you ready? Inhale, lifting up. So right here, we're gonna hold this, but you're gonna drop that right hip down towards the ground and back up. So little hip dip and lift. Try to control the abs and the hips as much as we can. 4 more like this. 3, 2, hold it up, uncross the leg, knee bent or leg straight. Listen to your hamstring. Drop down and lift. Partway drop and lift. So single leg bridge right here. Straight up and down. 3, 2, last one. Drop it all the way down. Switching sides. Cross the left leg over the right. Lift up into that single leg bridge. Start with those hip dips. Left hip drop and then lift back up. Left hip drop towards the ground and back up. Don't quite touch. And back up. Drop and lift. 3 more. 2. And last one. Hold it up. Uncross the leg. Knee bent or leg straight. Listen to your hamstring. Little hip drop and push back up. Hip drop, push. See how high you can lift those hips. 3, 2, and last one. Drop it all the way down. Hug our knees into our chest. We can rock back and forth or side to side. Going to happy baby. Grab behind the thighs, arches of the feet or big toes. Knees outside the body. Press the heels up. And breathe. Hopefully we fatigue those glutes today. That was kind of the goal. And open some hips. Slowly drop the feet down. Go ahead. Cross your right foot over your left. Arms wide at your shoulders. Let's do a little twist here. Drop both knees to the left side. Lift that right hip up. So hip is lifted, knee in the air. If this is super intense in that low back, please feel free to uncross the legs. Maybe look away from the knees. Release the spine. Inhale, lifting back to center. Uncross the legs, switching sides. Left leg cross over the right. And drop to the right side. Left foot comes to the ground. Shoulders stay down. Look away from the knee. Again, if it's super intense in the low back, uncross those legs. Nice back and gluteal stretch here. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, uncross. We're going to do a little psoas release. So you want your feet together. You want your knees to start up wide. And we're going to slowly open and hold. We'll open a little more. So we're slowly opening those hips. Just tiny amounts. Centimeters at a time. Open and hold. So we're going to go all the way down as low as we can. And we're going to come back up. I'm going to warn you, you may start shaking. This is our psoas muscle. Sometimes it's really tight, and sometimes we get a little shake. So once we're open as far as we can, a little minute close. Anybody else getting their legs shaking? Mine are shaking. Yeah, I don't know if you can see them. There's a little up and down. A little bit more close. A little bit more close. Making sure we don't twist those ankles. Try to keep them in a neutral place. Are you getting any shaking happening? I have a lot. I don't know if you can see it. I'm not moving intentionally. There's just that shake that's happening. It's a release of the psoas muscle. And all the way to the top. Nice job. Hug our knees into our chest. So hopefully there was a little bit of shaking happening. If not, that's okay. That depends on how tired and fatigued those muscles are. That's something that you can do on your own and just hold. The longer you hold, the more you'll probably shake. It's a good release of those hips, good release of that psoas muscle. Slowly drop those feet to the ground, arms wide. Give me a butterfly. Let it open, let it relax. Arms can go overhead or be wide or by those hips. Couple breaths here. Slowly pull those knees back together. Let's do legs up the wall. So pretend we're at a wall. If you're close to one, you're welcome to turn and do it. Legs go straight up in the air. Maybe adjust those hips a little bit. Hands can be beside us or out wide. Just release. Kind of bring our body back into a homeostasis before we go back into relaxation. So if you actually have those feet up the wall, welcome to stay there. If you're close to a chair, you can also put them over a chair. And you're welcome to stay there for Shavasana. Or we can choose to bring the feet all the way down and find our Shavasana pose. We can extend those legs straight, keep the knees bent, let the legs come together. Whatever feels okay for us. So find a place that we can feel comfortable, supported, maybe centered and grounded. And then just focus on the breath. Wherever that position is, think about breathing in energy and exhaling out tension. Inhaling that energy in and exhaling out tension. Staying focused on our breath. Think about relaxing through our body. Relax from the tip of the head, crown of the head, top of the head, down through those facial muscles, the eyebrows, the eyes, the cheeks, the jaw, the chin, front of the neck, back of the neck, into our shoulder blades, tops of the shoulders, all the way down to our fingertips, making sure our hand is relaxed. The back of the neck, down the spine, between the shoulders, middle of the back, lower back, tailbone. Relaxing through our legs, both right and left. The gluteals, front of the thigh, back of the thigh. Relaxing our knees. Relaxing through our calves and shins. Relaxing our feet. Top of the feet. Soles of the feet. All 10 toes. Taking a nice deep breath in. As we exhale, completely relaxing our bodies. Notice if we still feel like we're holding tension anywhere in our bodies. If we are, take a deep breath in. And on our exhale, try to let go of any tension we might still be holding. Focusing on our breath. Feeling relaxed, feeling calm, feeling at peace. Slowly, if we're ready, we can start to bring movement to our body. Maybe bringing some movement to our fingers, our hands, and toes. Taking our time if we are ready. Welcome to roll to one side. Relaxing on our side for a few breaths. Taking our time again if we are ready. We can press ourselves to an upright, comfortable position. We'll take a few breaths here together. Bring our hands towards heart center. Taking a nice deep breath in, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. One more inhale and exhale. The greatness in me honors the greatness in you. Namaste. Thank you for coming today. I'll unmute everybody if you would like to chat.